Proverbs 22. It's better to have a good name than a lot of riches, and being esteemed is better than wealth and gold. The rich and the poor meet. The Lord made them all. The prudent foresees evil and hides himself, but the simple ones pass and end up paying. The reward of humility and the fear of the Lord are riches, honor, and life. There are thorns and snares in the path of the wicked. He who guards his soul withdraws far from him. Educate the child in the way he should go, and even when he grows old he will not depart from it. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. He who sows wickedness will reap evil, and with the rod of his own indignation he will be extinguished. He who sees favorably will be blessed, because he gives his bread to the poor. He casts out the scorner, and the strife will go away, and the question and the shame will end. He who loves purity of heart and is kind of lips will be the king's friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, but the words of the wicked he will overturn. The lazy man says, "A lion is outside. I will be killed in the middle of the streets." A deep pit is the mouth of strange women. Whoever the Lord is angry with will fall into it. Folly is bound up in the child's heart, but the rod of correction will drive it away. Whoever oppresses the poor to make himself great, or whoever gives to the rich, will certainly become poor. He inclines your ear and listens to the words of the wise, and applies your heart to my knowledge. Because it will be pleasant for you if you keep them within yourself, if you apply them all to your lips. So that your trust may be in the Lord, I make them known to you today. Have I not written excellent things to you, concerning all advice and knowledge? To make you know the certainty of the words of truth, so that you can respond with words of truth to those who consult you? Do not rob the poor, because he is poor, nor run over the afflicted at the door. For the Lord will defend his cause in judgment, and he will take away their lives from those who rob them. Be not companions of a quarrelsome man, nor associate with an angry man, lest you learn his ways, and take a snare for your soul. Do not be among those who commit themselves, and among those who remain guarantors of debts. Because if you don't have anything to pay, would you let someone take you to your bed from under you? Do not remove the old limits that your parents made. Have you seen the man diligent in his work? He will be placed before kings. He will not remain among those of inferior rank. Proverbs 23. When you sit down to eat with a governor, pay attention to what is set before you. And if you are a man with a great appetite, put a knife to your throat. Do not covet their delicacies because they are deceptive foods. Don't get tired to get rich, and do not apply your wisdom to it. Will you fix your eyes on that which is nothing? For he will certainly grow wings and fly to the sky like an eagle. Do not eat the bread of him who has the evil eye, nor covet his delicious delicacies. Because, as he imagined in his heart, this is how he is. Eat and drink, he told you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit the morsel you ate, and you will lose your sweet words. Do not speak in the ear of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words. Do not remove the ancient boundaries or enter the fields of the orphans. Because your Redeemer is powerful, and he will plead their case against you. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to the words of knowledge. Do not withdraw discipline from the child, for if you strike him with the rod, he will not die. You will beat her with the rod, and you will deliver her soul from hell. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart will rejoice, even my own. And my kidneys will rejoice when your lips speak right things. Let your heart not envy sinners, but abide in the fear of the Lord all day long. Because it will certainly end well, your hope will not be frustrated. Hear you, my son, and be wise, and direct your heart in the path. Do not be among those who drink wine, nor among those who eat meat. For the drunkard and the glutton will end up in poverty, and drowsiness makes them dress in rags. Listen to your father who gave birth to you, and do not despise your mother when she grows old. By the truth, not sell it, and also wisdom, instruction, and understanding. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice, and he who begets a wise man will rejoice in him. Let your father and your mother be glad, and let him who begot you rejoice. Give me, my son, your heart, and let your eyes observe my ways. For a deep pit is a prostitute, and a narrow well is a stranger. For she lies in wait like a robber, and multiplies the wicked among men. Who are the woes for? Who do you weigh them for? Who are the fights for? Who are the complaints to? For whom are causeless wounds? And who are the red eyes for? For those who linger near wine, for those who seek mixed wine. Don't look at the wine when it appears red, when it shines in the glass and flows smoothly. In the end, he will bite like a snake, and like a basilisk he will bite. Your eyes will look at strange women, and your heart will speak wicked things. And you will be like one who lies in the middle of the sea, and like one who sits on the top of the mast. And you will say, "They beat me, and it didn't hurt me. They hit me, and I didn't even feel it. When will I wake up? Then I'll drink again." Proverbs 24. Do not envy evil men, nor desire to be with them. For her heart meditates prey, and her lips speak malice. With wisdom the house is built, and with understanding it is established. And by knowledge the chambers will be filled with all precious and pleasant goods. The wise man is strong, and the man of knowledge consolidates strength. With prudent advice you will wage war, and there is victory in the multitude of counselors. Wisdom is too high for a fool, he will not open his mouth at the door. Anyone who thinks about doing harm will be called a harmful person. The thought of a fool is sin, and a scorner is an abomination to men. If you appear weak in the day of trouble, your strength is small. If you fail to deliver those who are being led to death, and those who are being led to slaughter. If thou sayest, "Behold, we know not," will he not consider it who ponders hearts? Will he not know it who looks into your soul? Will he not give to a man according to his work? Eat honey, my son, because it is good. The honeycomb is sweet to your taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be to your soul. If you find it, there will be a reward for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Do not lie in wait for the dwelling place of the righteous, O wicked one, nor lay waste his resting place. For the righteous man will fall 7 times and rise again, but the wicked will stumble upon evil. When your enemy falls, do not rejoice, nor let your heart rejoice when he stumbles. So that when the Lord sees it, it will be evil in his eyes, and his anger will turn away from him. Do not be angry because of evildoers, nor envy the wicked. For the evil man will have no reward, and the lamp of the wicked will go out. Fear the Lord, my son, and the king, and do not side with those who seek change. Why suddenly their destruction will arise, and the ruin of both, who knows? These are also proverbs of the wise. Having respect for people and judgment is not good. Whoever says to the wicked, "You are righteous," the people will curse him, the nations will detest him. But for those who rebuke him there will be delights, and upon them will come the blessing of good. Kissed will be the lips of the one who responds with straight words. He prepares your work from outside, and prepares it in the field, and then builds your house. Do not be a witness without cause against your neighbor, and do not deceive with your lips. Do not say, "As he did to me, so will I do to him. I will pay everyone according to his work." I passed through the field of the sluggard, and by the vineyard of the man without understanding. Behold, it was full of thistles, and its surface was covered with nettles, and its stone wall was broken down. What I have seen I will keep in my heart, and seeing it I received instruction. A little sleeping, a little dozing, another while lying with my hands crossed, to sleep. Lest your poverty will come upon you like a vagabond, and your need like an armed man. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and make a comment.